Every one of these lanterns now going into the Mandalay Canal represents someone affected by domestic violence. The ones in purple represent lives lost, including the daughter of Connie Adams back in May.
I can't sleep, I can't eat, and it's fresh. It just happened.
Her daughter had 2 kids, 2 and 3. And you hear those and you realize that this is happening in your backyard.
A family says this terrifying scene played out in Irving tonight, and now 2 people are dead.
She was my life, she was my heart. My daughter, she was a victim of domestic violence.
Connie and other family members of 19-year-old Elizabeth Adams turned out for Illuminate Irving, an event named not only for the lanterns, but also the attention to the cause organizers hope to generate.
We cannot ignore it. We cannot hide from it. We have to illuminate it.
We want to get the conversation going about domestic violence.
I ask every one of you tonight to start the conversation.
It's great that so many people came out, but it's also reflective of how great that problem is in our society.
I'm a 20-year survivor. Domestic violence is just close to my heart.
Some people here have sad stories to share that they hope others can learn from.
It was very, very violent to the point where he had an AK rifle and he threw it in the middle of the floor and it just started to spin. And I said, if no bullets come out, that's going to be my way out.
I have actually family members and friends that have survived it and some that have been casualties. So it's out here to good to be, support the community and a great cause.
All of us know someone who's been a victim of domestic violence. 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men are a victim.
I know a couple people, but it hasn't affected me, so I don't really know much about it.
To build that education, Irving's Family Advocacy Center and other local agencies shared information about the services they provide.
And if we're not talking about it, then we can't get the help and the resources to the people who need it.
I think it's a beautiful experience just to seeing a whole bunch of people just wanting to raise awareness.
Through song, personal stories, and those lanterns decorated with heartfelt messages.
And I just wrote someone's name that I know personally on it.
They believe they can offer voice and vision to this issue.
As a police department and police officers, we want to help victims.
Irving Police Chief Larry Boyd helped Connie Adams put her lantern into the water.
They know what me and my family's been through.
And she found a kind of relief that surprised her as she watched the lantern move.
I was able to let her go. I feel like a burden has been lifted, that I can finally move on and let her be at peace.
Connie's story is one of many.
Well, you see all the lights, and again, you realize how many people it's affected.
And as those lanterns float on the canal and dusk turns into full darkness, people here believe there are a lot of messages to learn from this display.
I want people to see that it can happen to anybody, no matter how much support you have.
I have chills right now just thinking about it. Someone's mother, someone's aunt, someone's sister.
I really hope that the message that gets out tonight is that if you are in a domestic violence situation, come to us for help. Get out of it.
I think it's something that needs to be talked about, and it's something that we as a society, we as a community need to come to terms with and find ways to deal with it.
And that starts with making an issue visible to everyone who can make a difference.
It was a powerful night tonight.
Thomas Gandy for City Source.